What's up, everybody? Long time no see. I'm not going to do this whole live stream with these glasses on. You can't see nothing. But let me get more comfortable here. Oh, my backdrop's all getting all goofed up. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I figured since none of my stuff is broken and I don't have to really work on anything other than the SCX6 and pull the transmission out of it and go through it and clean it, and it sounds terrible. Nothing broken, just I think a little bit of mud, dry grease, other stuff like that. But I figured to do something different, I would try and, what are you looking at, kid? I would try to do something different and maybe show a video on the live stream. We could talk about it, go through it, stop it, break it down. I know I've been doing the premieres where you can chat if need be, want to, whatever, for the premieres, but not like a live stream like this is. So I figure we'll screen share the video of Deemer snapping his rear axle in half. It's probably the first time I've seen him do anything that damaging, I want to say, in a long time. Usually it's like a servo going out or a link break-in or something like that, but to snap a whole axle, that is awesome, especially considering it's not my money, it's Mike's money. And he probably just messaged me now. Yes. So, but what is going on, Guy? How you doing? I figure we'll try something different, and if folks like this, maybe we'll do more of these live streams. And I know you could go right to the video right now and watch it, but I figure, like I said, I want to try something different when I release a video, maybe doing something like this, and we could stop it, break it down. You have questions, comments, anything like that, we can go through it. Obviously, most of us know my good friend Mike Deemer, and we know how him and Crawl, when they get together, it's like battle of the brains of who could do something more stupid. Deemer 99.9% of the time always wins. So, they'll take out crawlers that have to go 90 miles an hour and weigh 100 pounds of just straight metal. So if you guys are watching this, I know you guys will agree. But so I'm screen sharing right now so we can watch the video together. So I will put it up on the screen. Let's see here. There we go. Obviously, that's my YouTube page, or our YouTube page, or everybody's YouTube page, because, oh, look, Mike Deemer's on now. Yeah, so this is the guys. This is who decides they're gonna bring a truck out and break it. I don't know why he doesn't have one of those backpacks where he can carry a spare truck on it, because 99% of the time, he usually doesn't make it as far as he did. The fact that we were able to actually fix it on the trail and allow him to keep going is great, because 90% of the time, like I said, he usually has to walk back and get another truck, or he just sits there and goes, oh man, and then he can't play no more. So yes. So here's another one. I know most of you guys see these guys out. It's usually never with a slow crawler. It's usually something big and a little extreme. Hey, let's go on a small little scale trail run, and then these guys bring something out that's all metal, 90 miles an hour. So, but I figure if you guys are having some kind of issues, please let me know. But obviously, I'm going to screen share this, and it's almost like a reaction video that most people do to like music videos and stuff. So if you guys see something that you want to stop the video with or at and ask a question, be my guest. So, all right. But once again, you could go right to the YouTube page. You don't have to listen to me speak or see me. You can go and check it out. It's already up there now, as you can see, the 5Ds. And if you guys have never heard us in person, I know some of you have, some of you haven't. It basically says everything in the thumbnail. don't do what Deemer does, dude, because 90% of the time, nobody wants to jump where Deemer's jumping. Nobody wants to go where he's going because it's either A, closer to the edge. 90% of the time, it's closer to the edge because he's looking into space and he's still pulling the trigger and it starts going places. So, but don't do what Deemer does, dude. That's the 5Ds. So whenever you hear somebody say something about the 5Ds, just get it out of your head. Just keep driving straight, normal. Just don't pay attention. So, let's see here. So let's pull this up. I'm going to try to bounce back and forth here. I'm trying to use my other screen as well so I can see. All right. Let's see what happens. Deemer destroyed his truck. Now, let me know if you guys can hear. I'm hoping you guys can hear the music. Let me know if you guys can when I do this. So it's one thing I haven't been able to test yet. So I'm hoping this works because it's a screen share. All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, like I said, you guys can also hear the volume as well. I'm still learning how to do this stuff on this program. They also added some new features after I finally got used to some of the old features. So, like I said, I'm hoping this works out all right. So also this is, once again, Hunters Creek Park. This is the upper trail. There's a lower and an upper. Upper you can get lost for about 5 hours if you're not paying attention. Usually we know the normal route we usually take. Sometimes randomly in the fall we'll end up going to different spots, trails that we're not used to because they're covered in leaves, so we end up making a wrong turn. But this one's in East Aurora, pretty much right off Route 20, off the 400. Also, I'll let you guys know, in this video, you guys probably won't see Mike Deemer and Mike Crawl too much, because like I said, they like to go 90 miles an hour, so it's hard to sometimes get them on video until we either A, somebody breaks, B, somebody changes the battery, or C, we see something cool and we want to watch everybody fly off of it. Which you guys should see in this video as well. We also incorporate family time into these little adventures. As you can see, the kids in the background. None of them ever really get hurt, so we got still time. Yeah, I kind of figured it would. Trying to create a video plus do the live stream. So let me see if I can fix that. Hang on. We'll try something. I don't know if that made it better or worse. Like I said, it's hard to tell because my computer and the monitor in front of me are both on par. So I will perfect it. I swear I will perfect this. Yeah. I don't know if it's a internet issue or just the live stream just can't keep up. I am streaming them both at 1080 quality, so I'm hoping, plus I made an update to my camera, so I don't know if everything is working in sync, especially considering that I'm back in the studio now, so I'm trying to get everything dialed back in for the winter time. As you can see, good old Deemer, always flopping over. Like I said, it always takes a weird spot for us to get back together. But usually they're like way, way far ahead. Yeah, then it's got to be StreamYard having a hard time trying to keep up with the live or the stream on the actual YouTube video. I was going to just upload the video myself and kind of do it differently, but I figured the video was already coming out, so I figured I would try it this way for an easier kind of transition, but it didn't work out. And that is Alex, my little brother. I acquired another early Bronco and I didn't need you, so I gifted my brother my original early Bronco and I gave him a brand new body. I figured I already have a damaging body that I already put some love into, so I figured I'd keep that one, give him a brand new one. Which, I mean, in most cases, I think that's pretty darn good. And this was the first time I was at Hunter's Creek this year, and I can't believe how overgrown it was. And in the mud area, there wasn't much mud. I was a little upset. But Mike Kroll and Mike Deemer still peppered the SCX6 with mud, which you will see in probably a few minutes, because we are going through the mud trail now. Usually that's a disaster. Usually it's not overgrown. As you can see by the ruts, it's usually a muddy mess. I don't know why. We got a lot of rain that week too, so I have no idea. The ground must have just been so dry that it soaked it right up. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's around there somewhere. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Yeah. You'll know where the spot is because you all of a sudden see my my hood peppered with mud. Like this day was great to have the SCX6 out just in case somebody broke. I was able to drag them back. Which Mike Kroll told me next time I go out I have to bring my 6 with me too. So, and there it is. As you can see, good old Deemer gave me a little bit of poop on the hood. I don't think that was the only bit of it I got too. So. And there it is. There's the poop spot right there. Right there. Thanks, Deemer. I'm glad you did that. All right. Let's get back to it. Oh yeah, of course, there goes Mike trying to set me up again for failure. And there goes Mike Kroll trying to get me. That's what I get for trying to get video of these morons. That's what you get, Carl. Yeah, that's what you get. Just to let you guys know, the SCX6 just kind of floated right over that mud. Like it wasn't even there. You would have thought for being so heavy it would have sunk in, but just kind of stayed on the top and didn't really do much. Oh yeah, look at this guy. This is why I don't like going out with those guys. It's ridiculous. Darn you, Deemer. Alright, we can for you doing that was your payback. A broken rear axle. Trying to get me? How dare you? How dare you? See, that's what you get. Killed your battery. That's what you get. Next time we go there, we're gonna have to definitely try to find the other trails where that one biker kept circling us 500 times. I'd like to see how far and look out a little further, because I can't remember since me and Alex and Dan got lost in the wintertime that one time. We were out for, I don't know, it had to be almost 7 hours, I think. I think we got in there around 9:30 and didn't get out of there until like 5:30. All the trails were overgrown with snow, so we didn't know. We didn't know what we were doing. And the funny thing is, no matter how much you try to shorten the video, the footage, it seems like it's never short enough. What was this one, like 45 minutes, I think? And I cut off probably about 2 hours of footage that meant nothing. Or it just showed the same flat trail over and over again. I'm still trying to get to Stony Brook before the end of the season. That's going to be a long, tough one. There's a couple trees we got stuck at. I think I cut those out. The SCX6 didn't care about that. A little bit of brush. Yeah, this one was nasty. I tried it. Didn't make it. I was going to end up breaking something. I gave up. I won't try to hide it. I gave up. I had to pick up the shine. She was wedged. But halfway in the trails, the SCX6 transmission just started doing it. What was that, guy? What was that? You liked that, didn't you? Yeah. I figured I'd try to throw different music in this time, and I came across that, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that one. I was alive in the 70s. So, I don't really know much about the porn industry back then, so I mean, I guess I can say that, especially on here. I don't think I'm going to get canceled or yelled at or 70s porn flick. With all the hair, long mustaches that came down. Were you in them? Were you in them or watching them? Let me just ask you that. And you cannot just walk away from that. You actually have to answer that now. Yeah, Hunters Creek is definitely one of our favorite places, especially if you actually want to go out for a long run and waste some batteries. I'm pleading the fifth on that one, huh? So I'm gonna point this out right now that something's gonna start happening in this region. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for this. So as you can see, these guys are just starting. Look at that sexy leg to the left. That is Mike Crawl's leg. He shaves them. Just to let you guys know. But as you can see, these morons sitting here just playing around. This is why they wonder why they have football issues, ESP issues, hearts breaking issues. You guys are seeing it firsthand right now. These guys will say, "Oh, I'm not really going to go out and break anything or anything like that. I'm just going to go out and this is what happens all the time." Mike almost fell over. So as you can see, we hit some trees. Beautiful legs again. Mike Deemer's over there laughing. We're all wondering why he's laughing. And this right here is the look of, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, Mike Deemer is the only guy I know that can do something like this to his truck and still laugh about it. Mike Kroll, on the other hand, he'll get a little upset, but he'll pretend he's not upset. This is the only guy that'll be like, "Oh man," and then still be like, "Oh well, what are you gonna do?" So, as you can see, this is the look of, "Oh man." But as we will go back here, and we will go like this. Okay, so that look of, "Oh man," turned into a happy little smile when we were all trying to rig this thing up with some sticks and some zip ties. Yes, exactly, Crawl. We know you're like, "Stupid servo, stupid ESC. Oh man." Where Deemer's just like, "Oh well, oh well." Yes, guy. Yes, there was, let's see if you guys can see my mouse. I don't know if you guys will be able to see my mouse, but so we have zip ties going across the links and the shocks to hold the axle tight together. Then we have this kind of pre-bent stick. It was already bent in that kind of position. And then we zip tied the heck out of it to keep the axle straight. And it worked. And let me say, not only did it work, but Deemer was still beating the crap out of that truck. And what was it, Mike? I think it just came separated just a little bit, nothing crazy. But it literally handled the, another hour and a half of continuous beat. Like, I think there's more of the video of him, like, just hammering on it, rocking out, and it held together. It held together. I think, Mike, Mike Deemer had front wheel drive by the end of the day, and I think Mike Crawl only had rear wheel drive at the end of the day. Nobody else broke anything, but those two broke stuff. Like I said, I think it was Mike Crawl's front drive shaft, and everything was already snapped in Mike Deemer, so we already knew he was as you can see the picture, we already knew what he was. It was just front wheel drive, and whatever happened. But yeah, so let's continue this on here. Oh yeah, Deemer destroyed his truck. Okay, so yeah, so that was definitely at the end. Mike Rowe was rear wheel drive, and Mike Deemer was definitely front wheel drive. And to be honest with you, they really didn't have too many issues. But I stopped it here too, only because this wall is a pain in the rear unless you're going 90 miles an hour and fly up it. Mike Deemer, Mike Rowe. Usually you can't make it. Scx6 actually made it, which I was excited about. I mean, obviously it should have made it for a $1,200 truck. But as you can hear in the background, if you guys can hear it, I was excited. I was all laughing, yes, you know, kind of all excited. And then I was cruising through the creek with the Scx6, and as Mike Deemer was assessing his truck some more, I forgot my truck and the GoPro was running, and I had like a half hour to 35 minutes of my truck steering into space, so I had to cut out 35 minutes of the video as we zip-tied Mike Deemer's truck. Mike Deemer said, this is Mike's. I don't know if it's your bad, I just think you're not bad as per se a human being. I would say you are bad at driving and paying attention. I really think Mike Deemer is the equivalent to, let's say ADD, like I am, where I can see a butterfly and go in the distance. So does Deemer, and then he just forgets he's holding the trigger on the truck. So, but yeah. Let me know if this is better, guys. I forgot I can do that. Oh boy. So yeah. I mean, Scx6 didn't have too many problems that day. Obviously, for a $1,200 truck, you shouldn't have had any problems. As you can see, Deemer's back up and at it. There's Crawl. Of course, he would have to gun it right by me. As you can see, we're all out having some fun with the kids. My brother having some fun. Like I said, I think he really likes that the early Bronco, because he seems to be driving that a lot lately. And they work. They're actually a good truck. So this, I think, right here, I think, is where Mike lost an end link, a broken end link. So we had to sit there and change that for a bit. Once again, I mean, with their driving style, I wouldn't expect anything different. Here's Alex's early Bronco. This was just a little relaxing family day. I know Mike Deemer and Mike Cole wanted to get to Hunter's Creek as well, so figured we all get together. Vaping's bad for you, so tell Mike Crow next time you see him, stop vaping. Like I said, Alex is having fun with his little early Bronco. And the body that usually popped out. What are you gonna do? Always pops out of those weird little running boards. Some people put them over. I like to put them under. Alex likes to put them under so that you don't damage the body. We have to get Mike Cole out with his early Bronco. Finally get that thing dirty. I mean, I'm just glad. I like to go out with everybody and have everybody finish. So it's cool that we could zip tie his truck back together and keep it going. I say if you start the trail together, everybody should finish the trail together in some way, shape, or form. So we usually have spare parts. The only thing I don't have is spare brushless motors. And that's what everybody seems to be running now. So. And this is where the GoPro kind of messed up, but it was awesome because I literally rode that hole up and down like with ease with the Scx6, and it's usually pretty tough in the one spot. I'll pause it when we get there, but I was excited to see the Scx6 walk right up it. And it was scary because, like I said, that's $1,200 if it falls and breaks. So, even though you can get some deals on used ones for around $750 now, so that's not too bad. Still some $150, but it's not too bad. Better than $1,200. So, like I said, the Scx6 has the weight, so this was pretty good. But it's this one. Getting around this one tree and going down to really right next to a cliff, as you can see right there. Like, you're riding that whole ledge straight down. As you'll go through the trees. Like I said, I think this is where the camera messed up, and the camera messed up. I had to cut it, but I literally walked up and down that whole little ledge like nothing. I literally thought I was going to fall because you're almost up and down, as you can see on the camera. But this is just a blast of a spot too. Once we get to the crossover for the creek here, it's nice because on most days, like this day, you could have just walked the whole creek down if you wanted to. It was a little slick and mucky, so it's slick and mucky when you walk, take your first step and almost slide and fall. So. But going up this way is a disaster, so still fun, but if you have a winch, you're probably going to need it, especially considering every time we put rocks there, they wash right out. Straight up and down. Not bad for the Scx6, but as you guys will see, Alex's early Bronco gets a little scary. I think he had a dig on. He accidentally hit the dig and he went to full throttle and it didn't do nothing. And then going up, this is fun. You used to be able to go right up that wall right in front of you to the left, but all the trees came down and now you have to go all the way around to get around them. Which ain't bad, still fun. Had to make a couple cuts because of the dogs. I really like to run the RCs by the dogs because the ear-piercing little whine that they give off in the motor kind of freaks them out sometimes. So we try to pull over, let the other folks and the animals go. So don't want to be too disrespectful. But yeah, that tree came down. Used to be able to keep going through there, but I can't believe the amount of trees that came down lately over there. Guess I got to get there more often. I'm going to try to get some other random places that we don't go to too often, and and show those off before the cold weather hits. Or the SCX6 only gets like 20 minutes on a battery because of the cold. I'm pretty sure most of the viewers in the West New York area, they have actually been to Hunter's Creek. But like I said, it's so much easier when I can just strap the GoPro on the SCX6 and do this. Not only that, but it's easier and fun because now I don't have to hold the camera, keep setting up the shots. Plus, it gives everybody an actual view of, you know, the trails that we go to, or if you're newer and you want to see the trails, you can actually see what most of them are like. With this thing, it's more fun making your trails. So every time you look at something, you think of a different obstacle and you try to use it for that. As you can see, most people ain't around me because I'm pretty much trying to find different routes to go to actually use the SCX6 for what it actually is for. Like they always say, you know, when you're driving one of these, you know, I didn't believe it until I actually got one, that, you know, the whole terrain is completely different. So going here with the 10 scale like Alex has, it's a completely different feel from driving the SCX6. I'm not even going to say anything about Mike Deemer and Mike Crawl because even their crawlers do 100 miles an hour. So everything's the same for them. But you guys might want to be careful if you come across this tree. If you guys slip and fall, this thing looks like it'll impale you pretty quickly. Yeah, it's a little sketchy. It's good for railings, like if you got to pull yourself up, you're falling apart like the rest of us, and you need an extra hand. But if you fall on it, yeah, that's not going to be fun. But like I said, you can actually view this video actually on YouTube right now, so you don't have to watch the live. I just figured I would do something different. So therefore, if you had questions on these trails that I've been on, or, you know, like I said, you're new to the area, or if you're coming through the area, want to know something of where to go, you know, I just point you in the direction. You can actually see the terrain for yourself. Most of the spots we go to, I think this is where Mike Kroll is actually only two-wheel drive. Pretty sure this is where it started going into two-wheel drive. But a lot of the trails have been washed out. Like this was a nice little cross. Now it's a little slick and steep. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to do stuff like this more often. I'm going to try to get to some trails that some people haven't been on, that I've found randomly just going on random hikes. So Stony Brook is a blast just hiking. Nobody else likes it. Kids don't like it. Parents don't like it. But I like it because it's challenging, and with these I think it would be a blast, whether it's the SCX6 or 10 scale. A lot of waterfalls, a lot of creeks. Some stairs you might have to carry them up, but most of the hiking trails that we go on are pretty easy for most. Like I said, this used to be a nice walking path too, and cleaned out, but some trees have fell. Trees have fallen. We also go down. There's probably another 50 feet. There's actually another turnaround, but this one just looks better, I guess. So we went this way. Alex using the dig. Look at Alex's beautiful hairy legs. And the SCX6, obviously, as normal, just kind of walks right up things. But as you guys can see Mike Deemer, Mike Kroll, even with broken trucks, still able to get through most. Hey Deemer, was it easier with your truck driving front wheel drive than rear wheel drive, I wonder? It seemed like you were having you were doing better than Mike Kroll was. That's a good little path to go down to the left. It's like real shale though, like there's a lot of shale in there and it breaks apart as soon as you start stepping on it, so you gotta be careful. And because somebody's two-wheel drive, they got stuck. And if he had his front axle working, he probably would have been able to get off of that. But neither one of us wanted to walk down there and pick up a truck, so we just used the Six to kind of get him back on track. I ran him over a couple of times because my tire is as tall as his truck, so kind of ran him over a few times. Bunch of kids. And I'm pretty sure we were laughing because as soon as Kroll got to the bottom, he rolled it. I saved him, and he rolled it. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why it was. Pretty sure it was I had to walk down because I couldn't see how steep it was at first. And as you can see, rear wheel drive. They're still beating the crap out of their trucks. As you can see, they're terrible drivers too. He hit the tree. Probably goes into the bushes. There is a little waterfall going down to the left. We'll end up going over there. Usually it looks really cool with the water coming down and you trying to crawl it. Alright, now what I want to do here is I want to pause it because I want to do something here. So I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to drop it back down because I want to pull this up. So you ain't going to see this comment yet, but somebody decided to say something. I don't know if it would be dumb or smart. So we have the 5Ds, and then this guy says this. Mike, that was what, on 3S? And you broke the axle? Are we really going to try it on 4S? I know, you'll say, heck yeah, I will. So, yeah, I stopped that because I had to show that comment. So this is what they do. They break it on a 3S and then decides, he was like, yeah, next time we'll bring it out on 4S. Seems like a great idea. Great idea, Mike. Great idea. Yeah. All right. But yes, so usually the creek is usually flowing a little better. It was a little slippery. Obviously, it changed a lot to the left. There's a shale wall that used to have more trails. That allows you to really do some complex driving because everything was wiping away underneath you. But as you can see, it was kind of mucky and it was kind of slick. But I was upset that we went across to the little waterfall and it was just very slippery. And usually there's water coming down and it looks cool. And yeah, it wasn't. It still looks cool, but usually when that water's flowing a little better, it's a little more fun to crawl up. But I think we discovered that in the wintertime the one time. We were like, what is that over there? The water was coming underneath the ice. We walked over there and it looked so cool. But yeah, when the water's coming down those rocks, it looks really cool for a video. But it was very, very, very slick. Ain't gonna lie, I definitely had to give her a little push in the one spot. It might be this spot. No, I think it was this spot. It kept getting kicked over. But I mean, I kinda expected it, considering that it was no water on it and it was just slick with muck. It can't all be easy. But when the water's coming down and you do a video over here, it looks pretty cool. Is this like that 70s porn music too, guy? That doesn't sound like 70s porn music this time, does it? I switched it up for you. Yeah, usually this water's a lot deeper than this, and it's usually a blast to go through. I figured I had to make it a little bit more upbeat, more appealing this time. It can't all be porn stashes all the way through. But yeah, usually there's more paths on the side of this that are, especially for a 10 scale, are usually fun, because when there's a little bit of water flowing through there, it's kind of slick, and with a 10 scale, like, you're sliding down. This thing was so heavy, it just kind of planted, which, I mean, obviously, kind of figured it would be. And what also wasn't too bad was, it took forever to go through a battery. I think I had 2 hours on one 6000 with a 50C 3S. So it wasn't too bad going through up and down those hills. What needs more wheel speed, Deemer? The Scx6 or your truck? Obviously, we're talking about your truck. Don't need no more wheel speed. Let's see. Yeah, this is just going along the path of the creek. I think I took a wicked nosedive here. Yeah. Riding the edge a little bit with this truck. I know I usually do this with 10 scales, but I figured I'd try it with this thing. And she didn't do too bad. Oh, yeah. Obviously, you can see the mud that these guys got on me. It's still sticking there. I haven't washed the truck yet, so it's still there. It's just dry here now. Yeah, she didn't give no issues trying to go around that tree, that's for sure. That's also a cool little spot right there if you want to rip around a boat. You can walk to the other side and you can just rip the boat all the way around there. So my problem, next time you gotta bring a boat, just rip it around over there. Hopefully there's more water, because that time was pretty shallow. So I'm gonna there's this one little up and down that Alex is gonna come up and I'm gonna go down. That one used to be much worse. Like we were walking up it like nothing. I mean, obviously the Scx6 is gonna walk up it, but like even Alex's early Bronco, like right here, this used to be so bad to try to get up. And over the last year or so, it kind of got washed out. But yeah, it was pretty tough. That time it was just a little too easy. So this was actually a blast. I mean, not for me walking up it, but to actually see the Scx6 walk up this one trail coming up. You'll see Mike Deemer and Mike Crawl standing at the top. And I forgot what Mike Deemer says to me. I think he called me a show because the Scx6 walked right up it like it's no issues whatsoever. This is as they are standing up there cheering me on. Do it, do it, do it. So we tried it. And this really doesn't, I mean, it kind of shows how stupid it was, but the Scx6, I think I swapped out the battery for a 5200 50C 3S, and it literally had, see, as you can see, Deemer's trying to kick my truck back down, and they called me a show-off, I think it was. But for me, that was tiring to walk up that, but the Scx6 had no care. And the motor, ESC, everything stayed pretty cool throughout the whole day too, so that was kind of nice. Alex's beautiful legs. A random rock we decided to just jump over, and then there was a dog on the other side, so I had to cut it. A stone path all the way out. There's like 3 different entrances you can take when you go in. So there's 3 different options to start off, and then there's 5 million turns after that. So should we do more of these? I know some people have questions. I know Guy likes 70s porno flicks now, so I learned something new about him. I would really like to start doing more of these. Was that awesome as far as the 70s porno flick music, or, but you still didn't answer the question. So I'm let's see here. Let's go. I know you were a lot lost for words, but I mean, we could get to, you know, you can get back to the answer. I mean, well, you're gonna send a copy, huh? Well, I don't know if I really want to watch you naked, buddy. But wow, that conversation went off. But like I said, I was thinking about doing more of these, especially if people had questions or anything like that on trails. I noticed the Reckless RC group. I know probably most are. I noticed most new guys seem to be getting into the drifting, which is awesome. Once I get a chance to do more drift videos, maybe we'll do some of those as well. Those are a little bit more fast paced. That's weird. Somebody just went to our front door. Sam, were you expecting Amazon? I guess not. But yeah, so I would like to try to do more of these. They seem to be fun. Therefore, questions, comments. People can see what's going on in the Western New York area between rally races, between crawling, between anything else. I'm trying to do drag racing here and there still. So, but even if I did videos of those, maybe we could do the same thing. I know Dave wanted to get on and talk about some rally racing as well. But like I said, there's so much going on in the Western New York area. I can't always be at it. If you did get videos and you want to send them to me, get a hold of me, obviously, on the Reckless RC Facebook. YouTube, you really can't get a hold of me, but, you know, our Instagram, our Facebook, email, stuff like that's on there. Yes, Mike, that was a very steep hill. I literally thought the 6 was going to get stuck. In case you guys are wondering, we will do this like this. Let's see here. So I will bump this over here. So in case you guys are wondering, this hill right here is, you can see in the top between trees, there's a small little guy. Just to let you guys know, he is small in real life too. In person, he's about 4'3". So he's not just small in the video, but but that hill was pretty steep, and the SCX6 took it like nothing. I was in low gear at 75% throttle, and it just kept chugging along. I didn't do any faster because I was walking up the hill too, and I wasn't going that fast either. So that's what he's talking about, the steep hill. It definitely was a steep hill. I was out of breath because I'm old and not as young as I used to be. So walking up a 20-foot embankment like that is, but yeah, ain't even going to keep going there because we're all getting old. So, like I said, I'd like to do more of these, especially considering that I'm doing more in the studio. I'm not running around for events or anything crazy anymore. But I got to get out now and try to get time to get some footage of things. I want to definitely get to Stony Brook. That's a hike, but that's also some trails that are going to take all day. They're pretty aggressive. There are stairs going up, going down. There's also some whoop-de-doos to get to another back weird little waterfall. You got to go through the creek and up and down and all this other stuff. So there's like 4 or 5 total waterfalls you can get to. Plus, we've only been to the one side of the trails. We would like to try to go to the other side of the trails, the bigger hills, so on and so forth, and see what's over there. We've never been there yet, and I'm curious to see what's on that side. So, probably have a couple videos coming from there, one side and then the other side, because if you go to the one side, you're probably going to be gone, I want to say 7 to 8 hours of straight hiking, especially with an RC, especially with a GoPro that doesn't take batteries, and you have to keep sitting there going and stopping to charge it for a while, because there's a lot to see at Stony Brook, and that one will probably have to be a part 1 and a part 2, because if not, it's probably going to be a couple hours of footage as far as just to create the video. I mean, let me know if there's other spots that you guys know of, some hidden gems that we can get to. I'm going to also get to my other favorite spot in Gasport. I know Mike Deemer and I think Mike Crawl might know about it. That one's a blast, very rooted. Nothing too crazy as far as hiking, but like I said, it's very rooted, and I have to relearn the trails because they put in the disc golf course, and now the trails are all over the place, and you get kind of confused once you start going there. So I got to get there, learn the trails a little bit more. And like I said, there's a waterfall. I have some pictures on the Facebook group, the Reckless RC group, of that place. So, but I didn't really disclose the location because it's kind of a nice little quiet spot, especially if you just want to go with the kids and just get some footage. So, yeah, I don't think we need to stay on too much longer. But once again, I think I'm going to try to do more of these. I'm going to get back on track a couple times to 3 times a week back in front of the camera with different stuff. I want to try to do another live stream from the backyard course as well. And this time, make sure it goes off a little better than the unboxing of the U-Tron, because that one was upsetting. Thank you, Guy. Like I said, trying to do more, trying to get back in the studio. The studio is a little bit easier than being on the road, trying to set everything up. So trying to come up with more ideas, especially for the West New York area. Maybe we'll repurpose some of the old footage and sit there and, I don't know, do one of these with some old footage and break down some videos of different places. All right. I don't really think I have much more to talk about as far as in the RC community. It doesn't seem like many events other than the rally race next weekend. I will be out doing some other stuff and have some other videos to edit for some other people. So I don't know. Maybe we'll try to get back live before the weekend. So thank you for tuning in. I hope the video and the actual YouTube that I was playing through the live stream wasn't too bad. I'm still trying to perfect everything as far as getting everything to work properly. But learning curve. But thanks for tuning in. Mike Deemer, thanks for always coming out and breaking stuff, giving us a show. Mike Rawl, thanks for pretending you ain't upset when things break, but we really know you are. Guy, thanks for letting us know you were in a 70s porn flick. And I'm going to go Google that when I'm done. No, nothing. Never mind. But thanks again. Until next time, have fun. Later. Love yous. Bye.